Reporting live from Jane Equipment. Today we're going to be doing a product spotlight on a gun that I've been getting a lot of questions on, finding a lot of interest in, and that is the Titan GM3600 Air Assisted Airless HVLP gun. This gun usually comes coupled with the Titan Multi-Finish 440. The interesting part about the Titan Multi-Finish 440, it is both an airless sprayer and an air-assisted airless sprayer. Capable of doing interior and exterior residential commercial work and also fine finish work using the built-in on-demand compressor, which can be used on demand. Like I said, you don't always have to use it, but when you want to, this is a fine finish machine and an airless sprayer all built into one. So coming back over to these spray guns, this machine would come with this gun. Once again, it's a GM3600 gun. And it can be set up one of two ways, and I just want to shoot this video to kind of show you the two different setups and why would I use the reversible tip setup and why would I use the flat tip setup and what's the difference. So we're going to start with the flat tip setup. So why would I be using my GM3600 with a flat tip setup? Well, the first thing I want to notice is the flat tip I'm using is definitely always going to be a purple fine finish tip. Even though this gun will accept the standard black Titan tips and the green HEA tips, I would always recommend with this type of gun to use the fine finish. The reason is this is a fine finish gun coupled with a machine capable of delivering a very fine finish delivery. Why would we use anything else besides a fine finish tip? We want to get the highest quality we can. This is the setup we're looking at to give us that look that honestly we're looking for, our customers are looking for. Using the fine finish tip, I would recommend this tip with latex or heavier bodied materials. Most of the applications I see on this are doors, crown moldings, baseboards, sometimes kitchen cabinets. If you have a customer who wants their kitchen cabinets a fine finish with a latex paint, this will do exactly what you're looking to do. It is the perfect application for this setup. Once again, we would always use our purple fine finish Titan tip with this gun. It'd be heavier body materials, latex and similar materials, baseboards, crown moldings, doors, French doors, accordion doors, and some kitchen cabinets. Perfect application for this. This setup is going to have a pretty exact same application. What's really going to change is the materials I'm using. So depending on what material I use is why I would switch to this flat tip. If I'm using thinner materials like oils, stains, lacquers, I would definitely be using the flat tip. Whenever you have those type of materials coupled with this flat tip, this gun honestly is gonna pretty much become a high production gun. You will not get more production out of a gun than using the flat tip coupled with those thin materials. That kind of setup would honestly give you the kind of production of 2, maybe 3 turbine units in your shop. These two things coupled together will give you that kind of production just because the speed of which you'd be able to spray. It is just highly efficient way of spraying those materials through an air-assisted airless setup. The plus side of using this type of setup coupled with a multi-finish 440 is that there's no extra air compressors because it's built in. There's no pressure pots needed. I don't need any kind of coalescers or expensive air filters in between my compressor and my pressure pot. This type of setup really eliminates all that, which is why setting these two things together pretty much immediately turns you into a high production shop. Any kind of fine finish woodwork, this would really help you guys out a lot. Has very little setup because like I said, a lot of it is completely self-contained with the Titan Multi-Finish 440 system, and that would be great for that. So if we want to come in a little closer, I'm actually going to show you guys a little bit more about the guns because these are two identical guns with two separate setups. First, we're going to talk about the filter. Good part about these guns is it's just using your standard Titan filters. If you've already got Titan equipment in your shop, you probably have these filters already around. They didn't create a special part. They made it easy for us, for the repair guys, and for you guys buying the parts that they kept the same filter. It was actually the same filter that you find in the Titan 440. And, you know, so like I said, it's good that they're actually using the same filter. Goes in line right there. Pretty straightforward. Let's get into these air caps and see what's going on. So first we'll start with the flat tip. as I pull my guard off. So you can see without any tools required. I've got my air cap off here, and I've got my tip there. This is actually a gun being used, so you see there is some paint on it because this is a gun on the field making customers happy. The customer actually came in to buy another one, which is why we're kind of going over everything with him today. So then you kind of see what's going on. Pretty easy to put all together. No tools required. I can just kind of have everything find its home. Just gonna snap all back together just like that. And it's that simple to go on the fly, or if I was cleaning it. Didn't take any tools, no spanner wrenches like you see on some other guns out there that are required. I can do everything by hand, and just like that, I'm back on the road. Over here with the flat tip, there is one extra component on the flat tip version, and I just want to show you guys that. As I pull my flat tip off, as you can see, I have a spacer in here. See if I can pop it loose. Just a little plastic spacer that goes in here. But otherwise, once again, no tools required. Pretty straightforward. Pretty easy to clean gun. You would just get a little brush and, you know, get that clean in there. But that's pretty much the overview of the whole guns. Once again, if we're using the purple tip, latex, heavy body materials, but still want a fine finish, we'd use the purple tip coupled with a GM3600 gun. Lighter materials, oil, stains, lacquers, looking for high production work, looking to maybe upgrade from your turbine setup and be able to produce a lot more in one day. This would get that going for you. You know, like I said, this kind of setup would almost be like having 2 turbines, maybe 3 turbines. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to email us or give us a call. Reach out to us on social media. Thanks for tuning in for the Titan GM3600. Have a great day out there, guys.